Throughout history, humans have been skeptical about new foods. Without modern science, people relied on superstition, observation, or just plain fear to decide what was safe to eat. Some foods looked suspicious, belonged to scary plant families, or caused illness due to improper preparation. Others got a bad rap because of cultural biases or accidents, like eating the wrong part of a plant. But thanks to science, exploration, and some brave eaters, these foods went from feared to favored. So let's count down 10 foods that were once considered poison but are now culinary superstars. Before we jump into the countdown, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our tasty deep dives. Ready? Let's go! Tomatoes. Today, tomatoes are the heart of Italian cuisine, from pizza to pasta sauce. But in the 16th and 17th centuries, Europeans called them poison apples because they belonged to the nightshade family, which includes deadly plants like belladonna. Plus, wealthy Europeans ate off pewter plates, and the tomato's acidity leached lead, causing poisoning that was blamed on the fruit itself. It wasn't until the 18th century when Italians embraced tomatoes in dishes like pasta al pomodoro that they became a global staple. Moral of the story? Don't eat off lead plates. 9. Potatoes. When potatoes arrived in Europe from the Americas in the 16th century, they were met with suspicion. Some thought they caused leprosy because they resembled deformed feet, and others believed they were the devil's food since they weren't in the Bible. In France, they were banned until the late 1700s. The real danger? Green potatoes contain solanine, a toxin that can cause nausea or worse. But proper storage and cooking made potatoes a global hero, especially during famines. Thank Antoine-Augustin Parmentier for his PR campaign. He even fed potatoes to Benjamin Franklin. 8. Eggplants. Known as mad apples in 16th century Italy, eggplants were feared to cause insanity or death. Like tomatoes, they're nightshades, so Europeans were wary. Their bitter taste when unripe didn't help. But as Mediterranean cuisines experimented, eggplants became stars in dishes like ratatouille and baba ganoush. Proper cooking and ripening turned this poison into a versatile veggie loved worldwide. 7. Mushrooms. Mushrooms have a long history of fear called mycophobia in some cultures. In ancient Rome, Emperor Claudius was allegedly killed by poisonous mushrooms, making people wary of all fungi. The challenge? Telling edible from toxic varieties. Even today, wild foraging is risky. But as knowledge grew, mushrooms like shiitake and cremini became culinary treasures. Always stick to store-bought or expert-identified mushrooms to stay safe. 6. Lobster. Hard to believe, but lobster was once poor man's food in America, fed to prisoners and servants. In the 17th and 18th centuries, it was considered unfit for high society, even called a nuisance when it washed ashore. Its insect-like appearance didn't help. But the railroad and World War II, when lobster wasn't rationed, made it a luxury. Dipping it in butter sealed the deal. Now, it's the king of fancy dining. 5. Tuna. At the turn of the 20th century, tuna was dismissed as junk fish in America due to its dark, oily flesh. Fishermen avoided it, preferring lighter fish. But during World War I and the Great Depression, its affordability and protein content earned it the nickname Chicken of the Sea. Clever marketing and canning made tuna a pantry staple. Today, it's the star of sushi and salads, though watch out for mercury in large doses. 4. Ackee. Jamaica's national fruit, ackee, was once feared as deadly. Unripe ackee contains hypoglycin, a toxin causing severe illness or death. Early misunderstandings led to its bad reputation. But when ripened, when the pods turn red and open naturally, it's safe and delicious. Proper preparation made it a beloved part of dishes like ackee and saltfish. Knowledge is key with this tropical treat. 3. Coffee. In the 16th and 17th centuries, coffee was banned in parts of Europe and the Middle East, feared as a devil's drink that caused rebellion or immorality. Some thought it was poisonous due to its stimulating effects. But as trade grew and coffee houses popped up, people realized it was just a tasty pick-me-up. Now, it's the world's favorite beverage. Who's brewing a cup right now? 2. Oats. In early America, oats were strictly animal feed, considered unfit for humans. The idea of eating them seemed barbaric, but German immigrant Ferdinand Schumacher saw their potential, marketing oats as a breakfast alternative during the Civil War. His efforts laid the groundwork for Quaker oats, and now oatmeal is a healthy breakfast classic. Who knew horse food could be so tasty? 1. Hamburgers. Our top spot goes to the hamburger. In the early 20th century, ground beef was seen as unclean, associated with the gritty meat industry exposed in the jungle. People thought burgers were dangerous for the poor. But White Castle changed the game by grinding meat in public view and calling them steak bigas, proving they were safe. Today, burgers are an American icon, from fast food to gourmet. Pass the ketchup, and there you have it, 10 foods that went from feared to loved. It's wild to think how much our understanding of food has evolved thanks to science, brave cooks, and a bit of marketing magic. Whether it's tomatoes escaping their poison apple stigma or burgers becoming a global obsession, these stories show how fear can turn into flavor with the right knowledge. So, next time you're enjoying one of these foods, give a nod to the folks who took a chance on them. Which food surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments below and let's keep the conversation cooking. If you loved this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your foodie friends, and subscribe for more tasty history. Until next time, stay curious and keep eating safely, of course.